Okay, so in the previous video where I mentioned how to heal and balance yourself, one of the most important videos, check it out. In order to understand this one, in this one I just wanted to point out this crucial, this very important fact. Why I say that human invented methods of healing don't actually work. They don't. Just look at all of the healers and psychologists and therapists of the world. They are constantly saying that you are actually healing forever, that you are actually healing your whole life, right? Why do they say that you're healing whole life, and why they are still so distorted and wounded? Why? Because, not because this is true, but because they don't know the way, they don't have the method to truly heal. That's why they say you heal forever, your whole life, you're healing your whole life. That's why they say that, because they truly don't have, they don't know the way to heal. That's why. This is the only reason why. And why I say, and why I can prove that humans don't know the way to heal, that only the Creator knows, and only through the Creator you can heal. So the only thing you need to do is to accept the Creator in your life, right? That's it. Check my previous videos on balancing yourself to understand what I even say before you start projecting on me that I'm being religious, right? And superstitious. Just check it out. Previous video. So I will just prove to you now why actually human invented methods don't work, and why actually acceptance of Creator in your life, acceptance of that life force that He provides into your life, and then acting on that life force is the only way to actually heal, balance yourself and in that healing actually fully meet and fully dissolve the fear to that guidance of life force, to that acting on that life force, right? The only wound that we have is us being afraid of ourselves, us as life force, that which Creator provides to us, right? This is the only wound that we have, no matter what happened to you. And so the point is now to dissolve this fear, right? The point, if you're living in fear of being full of life, then you have to dissolve this fear towards life in order to have that life, right? In order to have a fearless life, in order to have more life, in order to be more life, right? We now have to dissolve this fear. And so how can we dissolve this fear of life? How? You can only dissolve the fear of life not through a method, not through a tip and trick to bypass that by some human invented method that only works for a short period of time, but to truly resolve it, right? Resolvement means we have resolved it once and for all, right? This is what resolvement means. You resolve the thing and you don't have any more in life problems with that, right? This is what resolvement means in the full sense of the world, not for a short period of time or to manage some stress or to, as some stress relief technique like we are being given in this society, but truly resolving it, not ever needing to, not ever again needing to be dealing with it, right? So how to dissolve this fear of aligning and then acting on the life force that's in our spontaneous life most genuine in every moment, right? How to dissolve this fear? The only way to dissolve this fear fully is to be dedicated to fully meeting it. This is the only way. Life is very simple. Life is very much simple than we are being told. In order to fully dissolve the fear in life that's present in every moment, when we are demanded from something that we are being fearful of expressing, right? In those moments, when we are being demanded by something that we are fearful of expressing, in those moments, you have to meet that fear. This is only way to dissolve the fear. You have to fully meet it. There is no other way. You don't have to think about the traumas and the context and the memories and the past history, whatever happened to you in this life, other lives, whatever. It don't matter. You just need to face that fear that stayed with you, because you truly were risking your life when you were a child, right? You truly were risking your life if when you were triggering your parents, so you started performing and therefore living in fear, right? Back then you were truly risking life, your life was at stake. But now, not resolving that mechanism, you're still living in this imprint, this fear, this imprint of fear of survival. Even though your survival is not anymore at stake, at risk, you're still living in this same fear. So now, facing that fear, you're not actually risking your survival. It is just about being afraid of feeling this unpleasantness of fear in the body. That's it. Because you're now an adult, right? You don't need to be attached to another human being. You're now an individual, right? You can survive on your own. So it's just about facing this fear in the body that's very unpleasant to feel. That's why they say spirituality, it's not a good looking path, right? Spirituality actually feels very yuck, not good, bad, unpleasant. It doesn't feel good, spirituality. But this is the only way, right? You have to meet fear fully in order. So the shaking in the body, right? The fear in the body, you have to meet it fully, just so not to feel it and then never again needing to face it. It's not about that. It's about life. It's not about just living, feeling stuff and leaving it behind, or relaxing ourselves through a method like meditation or whatever, or breath work, or cold baths or whatever, right? Life it's not about that. Life it's not about feeling it once and forgetting it. Life it's not about relaxing yourself in this life. It's not about forgetting the bad. Life is about becoming resilient. This is what life is about. Life is about becoming resilient. It is about fully meeting the fear in the moment, fully meeting it, fully accepting it, fully feeling it, and still walking through it and expressing and acting on what's being demanded from Creator, from you, that Creator wants and provides to you through your life force. That's it. By fully meeting that, you are allowing yourselves to allow the energy that you were fearful till now to become accustomed to that, right? You are actually allowing through yourself, by allowing yourself to feel fear and then still allowing to flow that energy, that expression of yourself that you were being fearful of, letting it through the body, the fear, and then whatever comes after that fear that's being demanded in the moment. By you being open to that and acting on that, even when the fear arises, walking through it, you are manifesting balance for yourself and you are facing the fear of being like that, a balanced self, right? Because right now you are not balanced. And so the only way to meet, to truly become resilient, you have to meet this fear fully. You have to meet it fully. You have to truly, fully shake. And how can you meet fear fully? How can you meet fear fully and truly prove to you the resilience And this openness, acceptance, love, truly, for whatever energy expression goes through you, flows through you, right? You can only meet yourself fully if you allow this fullness of expression to flow through you. If it always is some partialness where you are not allowing it to flow through, you're actually not meeting yourself fully. You can never resolve yourself like that if you're constantly a little bit rejecting it, right? Holding back or whatever, somehow being prepared for the moment. That's the point I wanted to drive with this video, is that you can only meet fear fully if you're being unprepared about it. Just listen. If I'm going around the corner, right, and I don't know what will happen, if I'm being unprepared about it and something scares me, if I'm being unprepared, not knowing what's to come, and something scares me, I will be shook to my bones, right? I will be scared. It being like that, spontaneous about life, will allow me to meet fear fully, right? But if I know what's to come, if I already peek behind the corner and I see what's to come, then that which will scare me will not truly scare me, because I'm already a little bit prepared for that, right? If you're prepared for that, it will not scare you, right? This is why we prepare for stuff, to not be scared, right? So I just wanted to say, if you truly want to meet fear fully and therefore allow this openness for what's being beneath the fear to fully flow through that fear and be expressed and truly be met, and therefore you truly becoming resilient and accustomed to that, truly processing it and becoming resilient, accustomed, where at some point this is nothing new to you anymore, and so you are now being a powerful being that's in the moment, being ready for whatever life throws at you. This is what powerful and resilient means. Being ready for whatever life demands from you, whatever life throws at you, right? And then because of that power being tested on you, being proven to yourself, you can finally be relaxed in life. This is how you come to relaxation, by resolving the problem, by meeting fear fully. This is the only way. So me driving in this video point home is that you have to be spontaneous about life if you want to meet fear fully. You cannot prepare yourself for this through a method, through a therapy, or through whatever kind of tips and tricks that this spirituality and therapy and healthcare world provides. Because you can only truly heal in the moment of life. Only in the moment of life, when you're being unprepared about it, guided, guided by what's genuine in you, being open to that, and expressing and acting that out. This is the only way of healing, and I have just proven it in this video. It's the only way. Thank you very much.